what happens when it was killed and what happens when you eat that flesh. Please listen. Our flesh has a capacity to store the memory. All our memories are stored, recorded in our flesh. You can call it as different names. You can call it as a muscle, bone marrow, bone, different names you can give, but it is stored in our body. In that you can give a deeper inner names: brain, heart, liver, kidney, different names of the organs. But the ultimate truth I wanted to present all of you: memories get stored in our flesh, in our body. That is why certain memories, when they are rekindled in you, certain organs in your body gets immediately affected. I can give the example. If you become upset, start feeling depressed, immediately your stomach will be attacked. You will have stomach upset because the depression attacks the navel center. In Sanskrit we have a word, Manipuraka Chakra, the energy center situated in the navel. So each emotion, each memory heals or kills, makes or breaks certain part of your body. Your emotions and your body is very closely connected because your memories are recorded in your body. When an animal is killed, the animal is not going to be blessing all of us and the world when it is dying. Naturally, it is going to express so much of hatred, fear, anger, unfulfilled desire for life, a deep incompletion. When it is dying, it is going to release such powerful incompletion into its muscle memory, into its biomemory, into its body. Please understand, it carries a subtle but very powerful poisonous toxins, because every time you are affected, you are attacked by the emotions like fear, anger, anxiety, powerlessness, incompletion. You know the amount of adrenaline happens in your life, amount of the toxic chemicals spreads in your body. When you are raging with anger, you know what happens to your system. When you are agitated, you know what happens to your system. Please understand, the same thing exactly happens to the animal which is getting killed for various reasons. So the animal is not going to die in the space of completion, blessing all of us and the whole world. No. It is going to die, leaving so much of incompletion into its body. Please understand, when you eat that body, what are you eating? Poisonous, toxic chemicals, the flesh filled with so much of negative ideas, flesh filled with so much of negative memories, so much of incompletions. So the basic truth, when you eat food filled with so much of incomplete biomemory, incomplete bioenergy, the incomplete memories, what is going to happen to our muscle memory and biomemory, to our body? Please understand, your muscle memory or biomemory is going to be created only out of what you eat. The subtlest part of your food becomes your muscle memory. Subtlest part of your food becomes your biomemory. If the subtlest part of your food is associated with so much of fear, anxiety, unfulfilled desire for life, and incompletion, then what kind of biomemory, muscle memory it is going to create in your body, you have to decide. You can visualize. Sometimes people ask me, then how come people who eat non-vegetarian seems to be leading a so-called normal life? Who said? Who said they are eating normal life? Please understand. Look at the depression ratio. Look at the people suffering with the depression and the countries suffering with highest crime rates. You can directly connect the both to their diet. There are tons and tons of research papers available in the internet. You can study. Tons and tons of social surveys available in the net. You can study. You need to understand. See the non-vegetarian food-based society and vegetarian food-based society. See the crime rate and their depression. Then you will understand the question itself is wrong. Please understand, vegetarian, all the surveys prove vegetarians are happier than meat eaters, and all the surveys prove vegetarians are more non-violent in their thinking and feeling and in their actions than meat eaters. Study in Nutrition Journal finds vegetarians have lower incidence of depression, anxiety and other mood problems than their meat eating neighbors. So you need to know, you become what you eat. In Sanskrit we have a beautiful verse by one of the great saint, a sage, Adi Shankara. Purifying your food purifies your memory. When your memory is purified, your consciousness is purified. When the consciousness is purified, all the blessings of life is showered on you. Please listen. You become what you eat. Based on what you eat, your body is created. Your biomemory is created. Your bioenergy is created. So if you add continuously food filled with incompletion, fear, depression, anxiety, then what are you going to experience constantly inside you? Only that. So when you see a non-veg food in your plate, be very clear. You are taking plate full of depression, plate full of fear, plate full of anxiety, plate full of chemicals and toxins released during the fear when the animal is being terrorized, and plate full of incompletions. Look with this understanding and then decide, should you eat this or not. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nityananda.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999, www.nityananda.org, www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.